Hey everybody, welcome to another of my Dark Avenger comic book reviews. We are now in the 100, kickstarting with episode 101, which that's what this is. And this episode also puts us back on track with the comic books. Both, as you guys can see, the 100th episode backdrop is still there because we just shot the 100th episode literally maybe an hour ago. So we took a rest, we rechecked over all of our books for 101, and here's 101. I gave you guys all the news about Barnes & Nobles in DC in episode 100. Really no other news, so I'm going to jump right into the comics that were released on the 5th of October 2011. First off, something that sold out, and then thank God there were more that actually came in. Superhero Collection, Blackest Night, what is it called? Death Storm.
I was reading that.
It was really awesome.
Cool, like the origins of each character and stuff.
You got it?
I liked it.
Jade's coming next.
Jade is out already. What are you talking about? Is next? Jade also. Jade was the next one. She came out also this week. Yeah, this week. Not interested in Jade. I'm gonna wait. The next one I believe is a Yellow Lantern. I've got to get my hands on Larfleeze and Carol Ferris because those are the only two that I don't own yet. Really quickly also, I got a signed comic this week. It's one of DC Comics. Hi, Mike.
Hello.
It's one of DC Comics #1s, signed by, it's Men of War #1, signed by Ivan Brandon. And his signature is very interesting. It's an I and a B, and that's it.
People do that.
With two little quote marks. Nice. It's a comic I don't own from the 52, so now I do own it, and I'm not reading it, so yeah, it doesn't matter. For those of you Sonic fans, Sonic the Hedgehog 229, Genesis ended. Supersonic is in this issue, and it ends what?
That might be the year. 11.
Oh, it's the last issue?
No, it's not the last issue of the series. It's just the last issue in Sega Genesis, in Sonic Genesis. He does go. I just said he goes super.
Oh, yeah, you can see it.
He goes super in this, and everything fades to white, just like it did before the 4 parts back before the whole Genesis saga happened, and it's to be continued. So it's the end, but it's still to be continued because I believe Sonic dies at the end.
Now I know where you get
No,
the
Sonic
name
does not
Sally
die.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. Next issue looks interesting, yes.
from. Now I know where you get the name
Yeah, I
Sally
think it's from
from.
Mega Man.
Oh, yeah, the whole story concludes next time.
Yep, it's on sale on that date.
Yep, next month. So for those of you Sonic fans, check it out. Next is one of Amber's comics.
Lady Death, #10, wraparound cover. Now the wraparound cover is completely different from the story inside. The wraparound on the outside looks like she's going to fight Lady Death. That does not happen. Or sorry, Lady Death is going to fight the Death Queen. Correction, sorry about that. She does fight, but she's fighting angels. She kills them because they don't want to help her. And it comes pretty much out where the Death Queen is, the Death Queen absorbs her soul, saying, I gave birth to you so I can absorb your powers one piece at a time without getting blood on my hands.
Can I ask a stupid question? Could they draw the chest and the ass any bigger?
Yes, actually they could.
I knew he was gonna.
Seriously, Ramon, you're gonna love this comic. Check it out, Ramon from Pete's Basement. Check him out.
Inflated it just a little.
But
Inflated it just a little.
I was being.
Try a lot.
I was joking.
it's really good. Like they leave you. Oh, I forgot one part.
Shut up, boob
Job.
No, less is more.
You mean more is less in this game.
Yeah, this game.
Why go less? More? Whatever. Tomatoes, tomatoes, potatoes, potatoes.
It's big, whatever.
Who cares what the girl's name is?
I do. There was a scene where Lady Death kissed a girl and everyone's like dead quiet, and this guy, I have to read this, it was hilarious. Everyone just got very quiet. What did the poor blind demon miss this time? That's kind of funny. Exactly. What did the poor blind demon miss this time? They're like nothing at all.
Alright, while you search through the book, I'm going to
What's her
continue on.
name? I can't remember.
I don't know what her name is. When you figure out her name, let me know. Artwork is good.
Artwork's amazing.
Story's good.
Yes.
The end. Spawn 212. I'm done with Spawn. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't.
Wow.
I love Al Simmons. I really do. I don't. No. It's just Jim is gonna become the new Messiah. This is just stupid now. It's just dumb now. It's just lost all.
Tell me what
It's
you just
lost
said.
all interest, in my opinion. It's just no. Fen, thank you.
She resigns as queen.
That's very nice. And
for the Death Queen to reign in her.
that's very nice. The writer's Will Carlton still. I said that's very nice.
No, it's not. You like completely cut me off though.
All you needed to find out was the name. Additional plot by Todd McFarlane. He's not even writing Spawn anymore. The covers look awesome. The next cover looks awesome too.
Oh wow, that even looks.
Problem is though, I'm just not digging Jim Downing, who's Spawn as the Messiah.
Is the story too, honestly?
I don't think
interested?
Hey, look, it's Lady Death.
No, it's not.
Looks like Lady Death.
I know, that's what I was
Looks like
looking
Lady Death.
at. Let me see.
It actually does.
So yeah, I can't deal with this Messiah bullshit anymore with Jim Downing having this healing problem. Wake me up when when Al Simmons comes back, what?
Blood Red Dragon.
I know.
It's about the guy.
I know, when Todd McFarlane and Stan Lee are involved.
Yeah.
Wake me up when Al Simmons comes back as Spawn and Jim Downing either is sent away somewhere, dies, or falls into a bottomless pit and we never hear from him again.
First when September ends, now when a writer
When
is...
Spawning.
Wake me up in Image when Spawn gets fixed, because this is the last Image comic I believe I get, and now I don't anymore.
Keep that in mind.
This is the. You realize I've dropped every single Image comic I have. Spawn, Walking Dead, and oh no, I still get Haunt. I'm sorry, I still get Haunt.
So that's one book, I guess, left.
The Traveler 11. Turns out that mysterious woman, I believe, was I believe. Oh God, now I can't remember. Thank you, Amber. You rubbed off on my name forgetting things. Julia, I believe the name is.
Yeah, we all promise not remembering names.
Yeah, sometimes I
Happens.
do that.
Yeah.
I have to look at the book myself.
Me too.
Julia, I was right, gang. Julia. I think Julia got the same powers as he did. That goes underneath the next one, after the next one. The same powers as Julia. She has the same powers as the Traveler, and she's explaining him what's going on. She shows him this place, and she tells him, think, and then she says, remember what I said. Him and Soldier Zero stuck in a loop. She sticks him in a loop because it's just her and him time to talk. She disappears. He goes where she showed him, and then it turns out that there's like a million split-second men there, like from different generations. They beat the crap out of him. He disappears through a vortex and comes out meeting all his past selves, and it turns out at the end, this is the end of the line. There are no more.
The artwork looks a little okay.
There are no more.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Ronald.
They did a good job on him beat up.
Yeah, there are no more Ronalds after him. That age after him. He's the oldest, so that means he dies. One more issue to go. I'm really enjoying The Traveler. I once again feel bad to see it go. Already we've seen Soldier Zero go. Next week, I believe, is Starborn. And then next month, this series ends, and so does Starborn. And then,
a miniseries?
I guess, a maxi series, 12 parts, 1 year. So, unfortunately, when those two hit number 12, I will be saying goodbye to Boom Studios, because that's basically it. Transformers number 27. Still trying to figure out what's going on Earth. The Transformers actually catch a Decepticon and neutralize him. But it turns out there's like a booby trap inside the Decepticon, and while he's neutralized, it basically freezes up his entire system so they can't interrogate him. And they're using this girl, I forgot her name, but it's not important in my opinion, but it probably is for those of you long time Transformer fans. I can't remember. But I think Omega figures out who the person is that is the traitor. And in the end, huge spoiler, turns out it was Spike that killed Scrapper way back in a different storyline. I don't know. I just jumped on board for Chaos, and this isn't even Chaos. Chaos is happening in the next issue, and then 2 issues from there is the conclusion. So, would I say grab this? Absolutely. I love Transformers. I should have gone the 20-ish issues back and just followed it. But here's the weird thing. When the checklist ends, actually, it goes like this. We're on Transformers 27 right now, right? Then goes 28, 29, 30, 31, 125.
What?
They renumbered Transformers at one time, I believe. They must have renumbered it at a certain point, so now they're jumping back.
Why are they skipping like that?
They probably went back to the number where it's at now.
Will the story be different?
No, they're just probably going back to the original numbering.
Oh.
So it's
They
going back to
usually, I
125 in
guess,
another
do
month.
Yeah.
I just want to
Weird,
throw
though.
in an old comic
Okay.
first. I'm not going to give a lot of detail on it, even though I love the series. It's Runaways with the young Avengers.
During Civil War.
During the Civil War.
Oh wow, they
There
were
are
part of it?
other, yes, they were. There are other comics in this collection. I just don't have them. Let's just put it this way: they try to protect the town from an evil villain. One of the robotic one gets pretty much dismantled. The young Avengers come in to try and recruit them, and in the end, big spoiler. Well, not really. It's been out for years.
The Runaways disappeared forever?
No, one of the young Avengers
No, they don't. They're not
meet up.
around anymore.
One of the young Avengers meet up with the dismantled robot, and they join forces. I just want to show that picture real fast.
How's the artwork?
The artwork's pretty good. I
You
mean,
love
it's-
this.
it's
I remember
not
you love the
amazing,
series
but
though. Amber.
That's
Runaways.
the picture, which looks pretty weird.
Weird but wicked.
So you pretty much like this whole series then?
And
She's a Runaways fanatic.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna find the rest of these. I'm gonna find
You're
every
still on your
comic.
quest.
I'm going to find every comic that the Runaways are in. Now, due to the fact that that's a very old comic, it won't be showed at the end.
Yes. Now, since Amber did Runaways, we're going into the big two. We're starting with Marvel. X-Men 19 concluded the FF series. I don't know, I was just, the series just, for some reason, I was reading this tonight, because I got these yesterday, and, not yesterday, I got them 2 days ago, I believe, and no offense to the series, to this specific storyline, but I don't know, I was bored towards the end, and me personally, I was bored at the
Like
end.
it was kind of dragging.
It was dragged out.
Yeah.
They saved Cyclops, Emma Frost, and Susan Storm.
Why Emma
They fought
Frost?
the bad guy. I don't know why they
Seems
saved
like
them.
you've been away with
Why?
all
Why
that
didn't they
comics
just leave?
stuff.
No,
her
just
there?
this one. The other Uncanny's doing pretty
No,
well.
I'm saying
Yeah.
this issue.
They
like,
couldn't
regular-
This story, yeah, this story I was on. I really was like, meh,
It's never picking up.
because Spider-Man's not in it.
Oh.
And it's just, they saved them, and then it turns out the people they came back to save don't want to be saved anymore.
Okay.
So they end up staying behind, and the FF and X-Men come back at the end. The next cover looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Emma Frost is not on it, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's
So,
the good part.
here's the
Yeah,
thing, though.
it's awesome.
Schism is going to change X-Men, and the team on X-Men is going to change. The mutant team is going to change.
Oh.
I don't believe it's going to have any of the main X-Men. If that's true, I'm done with it. I'm dropping it ASAP because Wolverine and the X-Men is going to be awesome. I'm keeping X-Force because it's still keeping... I'm not...
That's weird.
Anybody who's like,
You
I don't
said
need
that.
no new mutant.
Wait a second, that's
Things.
very weird. I think X-Men Destiny, the video game, all new mutants they're being
No. These are mutants that have been
Oh,
known, but they're like... You know how there's the A-list, the B-list, the
Yeah.
C-list? They're like the D-list.
And I heard the game was in.
Yeah, I'm saying that might be
With
new
the
mutants.
reviews.
I don't know, but these are gonna be.
Yeah,
There's gonna be
terrible.
one or two X-Men. One.
Alright.
There are gonna be some X-Men titles that have like D and C-list characters.
Oh,
I'm
so
not
there'll be-
wasting my time with C-list. I want either the main X-Men or none at all.
Oh, so there'll be
I'm
known,
probably gonna
but
be dropping
not
this,
well-known.
but not the next issue
I
because it has
guess.
Storm.
Not
It has
new
Storm.
characters.
Well, we'll see what the next issue brings.
Yeah,
So I would say check it out, but for me the story kind of not bored me, but it was 50-50. So up to you guys.
That reminds me of
And this one has the FF in it, but it was better.
Yes, it is.
That was
The one
funny.
thing I do want to say is where it was left off the last time. I still don't know what that place was called. You remember when they were teleported type thing? Well, the bad guy comes in, okay, and he pretty much knocks out the FF, and she's the only one left standing.
They killed him. What do you mean?
No.
Knocked off the. Well, they
No.
looked like they did.
No, he pushed X-23 through a wall.
Oh, that part.
He disappeared. Spider-Man was awake, pulled her back in, and they're like, we need to destroy the machine because he was trying to make us activate it. And it turns out that he's now inside of Sue and whatever the guy's name. I can't think of his name. Stretchy guy. What's his name?
Mr. Fantastic!
No, does he have a name though?
Reed Richards!
I couldn't think of his name. Okay, my brain is like fried right now.
Brain freeze, yeah.
But
That's a brain fart.
But
Or both.
it's really good. It's really good. Their daughter ends up with the guy inside of him.
How do you have a freeze and a fart at the same time?
One after
What are you,
another.
mid-fart and then you freeze?
You're free.
No.
Can it be both?
No.
It's a cold fart.
Would you recommend this book? Because
Yes.
last time you were saying no.
Yes, it's actually.
I think X-23 is a pretty good series from all the
No
series I
brain
remember reading.
freeze and brain farts included.
Now,
Yeah.
the last title for Marvel this week, because Marvel had a very short week, only about 3 books, and they're all X-Men books. X-Men Schism, 5 of 5. The fight continued in the beginning all the way through to the middle. Wolverine and Cyclops are beating the crap out of each other. The Sentinel is in there going, "Hey guys, you know I'm here too," and they're going through the Sentinel and trying to kill each other. Then finally they snap out of it when they see the kids are fighting the Sentinel. And they're like, "All right, let's team up and kill this thing." They team up and they kill him. And then
I just want to look through it. No one can see it. It's fine.
you have 2 seconds through because I'm almost done with this.
No, this isn't the next.
No, it isn't.
Oh, it
There's
isn't?
3 others in front of it.
Oh,
Alright,
okay,
well,
never mind.
yeah, yeah.
Alright, so anyway, the battle's over. Wolverine's pissed off. He has a big shout, fight with Cyclops. And he's like, "You know what? I give up with you. I'm leaving." So him and the people that want to leave with him leave, and Cyclops stays on Utopia, and he's basically cold to the fact that they're leaving. So he's like, "Okay, just give me a status report. Who cares? Yeah." And then in the very end, I love the last page. Where is Wolverine's team going to be based? The old Xavier Institute.
Wow.
They're going to rebuild it.
Wow,
I can't wait to see that.
That's gonna be awesome.
So this is yet another reason why and also Regenesis comes out next week. I'm looking forward to it. Then followed by the last issue of Uncanny X-Men 544, which then leads into Wolverine and the X-Men 1 and Uncanny X-Men number 1.
That'd be good.
Well, Wolverine,
Now,
X-Men,
Cyclops and his team are going to stay in California, so they're going to be basically the West Coast X-Men. And Wolverine, it says right here, follow Wolverine and the X-Men in Westchester, so that's New York.
Yeah.
So they're going to be the East Coast X-Men. And never the twain shall meet, because one is on one side of the U.S. and the other's on the other. So they're never going to meet. And also here's an
East Coast,
advertisement
West
for the
Coast.
whole.
It's pretty
Looking
cool.
forward for that, and I'm looking forward to Avenging Spider-Man. Schism was a must-get, and if you didn't get the whole series, just get this issue and the one right before this, because it was a worthwhile fight that I'm sure a lot of people are going to be very ecstatically happy about. Okay, guys, we are now officially through the first issues of DC Comics. We are now jumping into the number 2s.
Yes.
With one number 1 actually this week, which we'll see as we go on.
Okay.
So, number 1s, I'm sorry, let me finish something. The number 1s sold out. All of them. Each and every one minus 1 or 2.
Fuck, there's one little 52.
The number 2s, however, are not selling as well as the number 1s. They are not selling
That's
out
something.
because they're the number 2 and not the number 1.
Exactly.
Okay. The only one that actually sold out that was a second printing was Batwing, and God knows how that happened. That book just looked so uninteresting.
Right.
African Batman sold out.
No, man.
But all the number 2s, even Batwing, all the number 2s are still there. Every single number 2, you can go on Midtown right now. You can go 2 weeks back, nothing sold out. This week, nothing sold out. So, yeah, the number 2s are not doing so well. So you're going to see a minor, the sales are going to go up for the 1s, and then October it's going to minorly go down and maybe, center out between crashing and
I
not.
can't say you're surprised by that.
No, not at all.
Nothing.
Not at all. Okay, so first issue is this time going to be Michael's, because I didn't have a chance to read this and we wanted to get this out in time. Green Arrow, number 2.
The artwork, once again, is amazing. In issue 1, we saw that there were new people who the Green Arrow was going to encounter with. Basically, it starts off with Green Arrow, who goes one-on-one with a villain in this one. I forgot what her name was.
Can I just pause a minute? Love Dan Jurgens' artwork. Love it,
Dan Jurgens.
love it, love it.
I saw the name and I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be good. So
Can I
I
see
can't
the back
remember
of
what
that
the
for a
name.
second?
What do you want to see? Oh, it's the soundtrack to the game.
No, I said, is
I
that
can't
Cat?
remember what.
Catwoman, yes.
I think Limelight. I think he goes up against Limelight. This guy who meets up with Ollie is Emerson. I do not like him because he's saying oh, you missed all your meetings.
Oh yeah, he's like the head.
And yeah, it was Limelight. So then we have a new person who's joining the group of these people who we still don't know who they are. His name is Alpha. And he has an A on the chest, who is right here, in case you don't see him. And he's pretty pumped, and he could be funny at times,
But
but
you're going through the whole comic.
yeah. But yeah, long story short,
Yeah,
you know, he
you can go briefly on it.
yeah. We meet up with Supercharge again, and he meets up with Rush as well. The fight was epically amazing, and then in the end, there is going to be a. Can I show this page?
No.
Alright. They leave it on a huge cliffhanger, and I was
That
like,
Michael went nuts with this.
no, not as
Night.
this one. And he's being surrounded, and I am definitely looking forward to the next issue, which is the final showdown with Rush plus Black Canary.
Mm-hmm.
So, would I say buy Greenland issue 2?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Looking forward to doing issue 3. So, guys, I will be reviewing issue 3 of Green Arrow.
Okay, so that's issue
Yep.
2. So we're sticking with Green Arrow.
Yep.
Red Lantern's number 2. Atrocitus now is basically a space cop, but he's like a badass space cop. Basically, to punish the bad, he'll kill them, and he does in this issue. These.
Which
Are you done? Nothing.
You surprised to see something like
So this kid's parents were killed because this weird ship comes flying around thinking they have weapons, and they're basically laughing about it. And Atrocitus shows up and shows the pilot what he's done. Pilot's very apologetic. He's like, I didn't know. I thought they were hostile. It's not. And then he gets mad and says, "You can't kill me because then where's the justice in that?" He says, "Well, you have nobody to blame but yourself." And then finally, in the very end, he decides that he's going to be, that's what he's going to do. He's going to police the universe, and, you know, he's going to be the spirit, like the spirit of redemption, so to speak. The Lanterns of Redemption are going to be the Red Lanterns. But here's the problem. He says that if I'm to fulfill my mission, I will need assistance, the kind that neither wild creature nor frightened child can offer me. So in other words, he has to pick one of his fellow Red Lanterns to make almost as strong as him. Here, to face the challenges of this vast universe, I will surely require intelligent help. I know it's a risk, I know, but I will increase the consciousness, which I don't understand, of one of my Red Lanterns. I will bring one of them to be almost my equal. Now the question is, which one? My vote is for Bleeze.
Who's Bleeze?
Can I read this?
Yeah, here.
that was really good.
It's really good. It's coming back for number 3. A number 1 this week, but it's a miniseries, and I've talked about it. And my friend Tox and I were talking about it, and he loved it. Huntress, number 1 of 6. Huntress goes back to Italy, and it turns out there's problems in Italy. Oh, there's problems. There's a shipment that came in from Gotham, and in the shipment are people, namely women.
Dead or alive?
Alive.
Oh, okay. Well, you said a shipment of
They're
people.
being shipped in for prostitution, probably.
Oh.
Okay.
And also, there's another shipment of guns.
Oh.
And this mob, I don't want to say mob. What's a good word? This gang or whatever in Italy.
Yeah, that's.
He doesn't care about the women. He says we can get the women anywhere. The women come all over. It's the guns that just hurt our business.
Well, that's because the lethal.
Crime organization, you can say.
So then Huntress goes undercover and finds another guy. She's searching for information about the gang and how to put a stop to it.
Wow, nice art.
And the art is beautiful.
Even the action. Look at the action. It's like
the action never stops too.
like the classic Batman, like wham, bam,
Yeah, I like that.
boom.
She looks like she can really kick ass too.
She does. She absolutely freaking does. So anyway, in the end, she stops a few of the gangsters, ties them up to get information. She gets no information. One of the guys she tied up says, we'll guard tomorrow's shipment for sure with our lives, no worries. She didn't get any info out of us, and he ends up killing them. To be continued. Really good. I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I'm hooked.
Okay, so
But here's the thing. This is going to somehow cross with Birds of Prey. So when Birds of Prey comes out, I'm probably going to get number 1 second printing, and I'm going to get number 2 to check out what's going on. It's good. It was mentioned on CBR on a few comic sites. It was mentioned. So anyway, 3 minutes. You're going to be able to do yours in 3 minutes, or do you want?
Sure.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna simplify it. Alright,
Hawk and Dove number 2.
yes, enter the, who was it again?
Condor.
Condor, yes. Apparently I was wrong in issue 1, in the end it was Condor. But he's not all alone, mind you, this villain.
No, there's a woman.
There's a woman, yes, thank you for hurting it, who is his intern, and her name is Swan.
A lot of interesting bird names getting tossed around.
Yep, so yeah.
Oh, and they're making out. That's so sweet.
Yeah, they have a line. And then Hulk comes in, fights off the zombies, and then you see Dove and Deadman talking. Deadman kind of gets a little upset because she sees
She's
Hawk.
taking priority over Hawk, being with Hawk than being with him.
Well, yeah, Hawk
Date.
was in the aid of Dove when she was her, and then he just walked right through and all that stuff. Then we meet this amazing woman, Ren, who, what's his name, Hank, isn't really that with for some reason because they broke up. And it wasn't a good breakup at all. Danger is out there.
Hawk and Dove
Hawk
show
Dove.
up.
I like this page right
That's
here.
nice.
It says Hawk Dove.
Sounds
so
right.
you could see it. And yep, and this
This is where Mike went nuts.
is where I went nuts.
Oh.
Two surprise visitors come to meet Hawk and Dove, who invade the president.
He says dad.
Yeah, that's his father. Condor and Swan. And I won't be able to see a fight because guess what?
To be
It's going to be
That's
continued.
how a good ending.
How do you do Hawk and Dove versus
Michael
Condor
and
and Swan?
let me-
I was like this.
Okay.
What?
Guys, let me explain something to you. Michael's just getting into the whole to be continued thing. He's not used to the to be
Because in
continued thing.
I knew that was
Spider-Man, they
coming.
did it all in one issue.
Or 2. You're
Or
not used
2.
to the whole to be continued, like, and they leave
They
you
do it a lot
off. They
more.
never left you off with such a cliffhanger.
Especially with
You
that.
gotta get used to
But
that.
wait, I wasn't done.
Oh, he
Artwork?
wasn't done.
No. I'm just gonna say artwork's good.
Oh.
Definitely getting issue 3 to see the fight
You know what I
showdown.
find interesting, and we got a minute? A lot of people didn't like this. A lot of people said it was crap. Even
Which
Pete's
is their
Basement
opinion.
said. Even Pete's Basement said it's not worth picking up. I picked it up.
I respect
My
opinions,
opinion.
by the way.
Yeah,
I don't
one is-
really-
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what makes you think differently than everybody else? Save that thought. We'll come back and find out in part
Oh, yes,
2 of
that's right.
episode
Behind the camera.
101.
Yeah, I wouldn't say everybody else, the majority.
We'll figure that out in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. We'll be doing more Hawk and Dove talk a second.
Okay.